Today's Christmas spot, why we're having a look at the Neca A Christmas Story, Mom and Randy. This is a set that features two figures. You get Mom, you get Randy. Packaging successful, as indicated down below. On the back of the package, there's a picture of Mom and Randy. The funniest thing about Christmas, according to Gene Shepard's over-the-top holiday comedy, is spending it with your own family. Being a mom in the 1940s is hard work, especially around Christmas time. There's never a dull moment as Mrs. Parker deals with Ralphie and Randy getting into fights, cursing, and their picky eating habits. Ultimately, the family Christmas dinner goes horribly wrong, yet through it all, she maintains her Christmas spirit. Down below, other figures that you can get from this magical series. You can get, of course, Mom and Randy. You can get the old man with his very inappropriate yet memorable Christmas lamp. We have Flick, and of course we have Ralphie with his Red Ryder BB gun. Also available, some head knockers and a leg lamp. The creative team, of course, product development, Randy Falk, paint, package and design, Ed Repka, sculpting, Sam Greenwell and Tom Rigo, accessories, Infinite Minds, photos, Nicole M. Puzo. What I am going to do is take a very magical break, as I always do here. We're going to get this opened up, and when we come back, we're going to get a better look at Mom and Randy. Don't go anywhere, more magic to come. Sadly, both of these figures have one thing in common. They do not want to stand. We'll have a look at the mother later. Let's first have a look at Randy. Initially, Spot thought that this was just a solid piece of plastic. It is and it isn't. Randy really doesn't do anything. He has no articulation to speak of, except he does have the indication that he has a wire frame. Despite having what you would think be a wire frame probably across here, you really can't do all that much. You can move his arms somewhat, but it doesn't look like it does have any serious considerable movement to it. As you can see, I've moved it just a little bit, but it doesn't really do much. Somewhat fitting, I suppose, in the fact that he is in his winter suit and all. Detail-wise, it's not bad. It's not bad. Luckily, he's packaged with another figure, because if he had been packaged on his own, probably would not be something people would have picked up. Detail is nice. You see the detail in his gloves. Detail nice on his the scarf that he's wearing. Got some nice paint there. And a really nice paint on his face. I don't know if I would necessarily say it looks like Randy, but all things considered, it's not bad. Sadly, though, the way his arms are positioned, he does not want to stand. Luckily, I mean, of the two, he stands surprisingly the best of the lot of the two figures, but he doesn't stand really at all. I don't really have really much to say. I mean, on a comparison, scale comparison, we'll bring Ralphie in here. You can see it's a little off. I think Randy should almost be about there, shouldn't he? I don't think he's that incredibly small. I don't know. To me, I think he should be like at least that tall, if anything. Or maybe Ralphie is just a little too tall. I would almost say Ralphie's a little too tall because then, of course, you compare him to his mom. And I think maybe his mom should be like a little taller too. So maybe Ralphie is what's throwing off the scale on these figures. I don't know. Randy, though, I like him. He really doesn't do anything. And it's one of those things, too. The way he's dressed, more iconic to the movie, I guess, when you consider Randy. But when you think about the other figures in the wave, all the other figures are basically dressed, as you can see here, dressed in their regular indoor attire, that Randy kind of seems out of place. Just a little out of place. The fact that he has no articulation, detail-wise, he's not bad, but he's really, in some regards, he's an accessory to something, to the main figure. For that reason, I'm going to give Randy only a 6. Nice detail, but he does kind of seem out of place, especially when you have him on display with the other figures here. Randy, yeah, does look a little out of place in the outfit that they chose. Fitting, but a little out of place compared to the other ones. So moving him aside, again, he's not gonna stand. Having a look at the mother, likeness-wise, I don't know. I think on a likeness level, I think Ralphie and the old man seem to have the best. She does look like the mother in the movie, but it does seem a little off to me. I like the paint. The paint is nice. You know, the paint around the eyes is good. She's got the nice rosy cheeks going on there as well. I think the hair looks decent enough too, as you can see there. But I don't know if I would necessarily say she captures the essence of the character. Ralphie, definitely. I mean, that's definitely Ralphie to a T. The mother, though, I don't know. She doesn't seem as accurate as kind of what the bar that Ralphie was set at. She's wearing a nice dress. She's got kind of a purple dress there, a little green cardigan going on there. That's a nice paint there. I really have no gripes or issues with the overall paint. Somewhere along the lines, though, the scale seems off, at least in Spot's eyes. Again, Ralphie, I don't think should be this tall. He should be maybe just a little shorter, and I definitely don't think that Randy should be as short as he is. Randy should almost be, again, about there. So, I mean, scale-wise, somewhere along the lines seems off to me. But I guess as an action figure, we don't necessarily need to have it completely to scale. But again, he keeps coming in and out of these reviews. I'm sure he's going to join us once again. I'm just going to move Ralphie out of the way. In the way of the mother's articulation, she has a little bit better than what Randy has. And the fact that she has a rotation in the neck, as you can see there, she has a rotation in the arms, all the way around, all the way around. Only rotation in the hand on this side. Nothing surprisingly in the elbow, despite the fact that the elbow is bent. You can't rotate it or anything. And then she can only rotate in the hands. I'm also a little confused as to why she's got her hands like this. Maybe there's a part of the movie that I'm missing. Maybe she's like, I don't know, maybe she's pointing towards the lamp. That's possible, maybe. Maybe it'll make sense when we get the old man opened up and we have a look at that figure. I don't really know what she's doing, though. The flat hands kind of makes me think that she should be doing something. Maybe she's like, here is my roast turkey that I've made for everybody. Over here, you'll see some stuffing, yams. Over here, we have some frozen peas. Fresh peas. Mom always goes fresh peas. Over here, fresh peas. And over here, pumpkin pie. Maybe that's what she's doing. Overall, I like this set. It's by far the strongest figures of this series. For that, I would definitely say either Ralphie or the upcoming old man that we're going to be reviewing as well. I think I'm going to give Mother, though, the mom, I'm going to give her a 6.5. Something seems off, but overall, I'm still happy with the figure, and I'm definitely glad to have picked it up and reviewed it for you. Today's Christmas spot, we're having a look at the Christmas Story figures from Neca. We're looking today at Mom, and we're also looking at what I still think is a little short, Randy. Thanks for watching, guys. Certainly stick around. More Christmas stories are heading your way. And also, before Spot wraps this figure up, this review, I also want to point out one other thing, too. You'll notice, I'm getting way off of my normal wrap-up here, but there's something about her legs that she does seem to want to fall. As you can see, that she doesn't quite line up, and the fact that a display base certainly would have helped this figure. As you can see, she's not going to stand very well at all, so that's also a bit of a strike, unfortunately, for Mom. Sorry, Mom. Still a good figure, though. She just has a few little gripes that I can make about it. So there we go. Where were we? Oh, right. Today's Christmas spot, again, we were having a look at the NECA Christmas Story figures. We're looking today at Mom and a fallen Randy. Certainly stick around, guys. More is heading your way this magical month of December. See you guys then. Bye.